What's up guys, I'm Akila. Welcome to my channel. In today's video we're reviewing the new NARS Soft Matte Complete foundation and also the Soft Matte Complete concealer. So if you would like to see the foundation shade that I chose and how the foundation performs on my combo oily skin, please keep on watching. Okay, so now we could go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like. It's a lot different from the typical NARS packaging, which is usually in a glass bottle. It's a kind of like a squeeze tube. I went ahead and went through the site to pick out some of their claims and some info on the foundation. So the foundation is $40. It's medium to full coverage and it's buildable. It's a natural looking matte foundation. It doesn't oxidize and it's supposed to be comfortable for 16 hours of wear. Some extra details: it protects you from blue light damage, balances oil control. Even though it's matte and it's supposed to balance your oil, it's also hydrating at the same time. And it's transfer proof and shine proof, and we're going to put it to the test today to see if all of those claims are factual on my skin type. Like I said, I am combo oily, so I have an oily T-zone and everywhere else is pretty much normal. I did moisturize. I used the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream and I put a little bit of face oil on because that's just how I like to prep my skin for foundation these days. Since it is a matte foundation, I don't want to go in with a mattifying primer. So we're just going to go with like an in-between primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I really love the matte one, but we're just going to use the original version. And I'm just going to put that in the areas where I have noticeable pores and some on my forehead. One of my friends who gets NARS PR gifted this to me, so thank you Mika for sending me the foundation and the concealer. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I have it in the shade Caracas. Like, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I probably am. Okay, it's a little bit more on the liquidy side, but it's not like really liquidy. It isn't scented. Caracas is also called MD 3.3. It's for medium to dark skin with peach undertones. Anytime I'm looking for a foundation, I always compare it to my Dior Backstage foundation, at least when I'm ordering from Sephora, to help me find a match. I typically don't go for foundations with peach undertones, but it matched me to Caracas. Like, it's irritating me the way I'm saying it. But the last time I was able to actually go to Sephora and get matched, they matched me to Morea, but that was in the other foundation, so I'm not too sure exactly how it matches up, but that was the color I was matched to, and that's supposed to be medium dark with olive undertones. So this is what it's looking like. I'm just gonna tap it in. Okay, I'm just gonna do one side so you guys could see what it looks like compared to the other. Okay, now full coverage. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking really good. Like, I've gotten matched from NARS foundations before, but I've never bought a bottle before. I've come close several times. I just never pulled the trigger because I didn't need it, but wow. That looks so good. I think it's a pretty good match as well. It's not giving me hella peach and I like it. Wow. Like, I have a mole right here and you could barely see it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. I am shocked. It looks so good. It definitely has like blurring technology, because the way my pores are looking right now doesn't make any sense. Okay, and this is what my skin is looking like up close. Depending on the site and like which part you're reading about the foundation, like some of the claims say that it's full, and then some of the claims say that it's medium but buildable. It's definitely not 100% full, but it's more on the medium full side. Because on this side I could definitely still see some of my acne scarring, and I don't have a problem with that, but I just wanted to say, like, this foundation is definitely not full unless you want to go in one more time to cover all of your imperfections. So far, I'm in love. Oh my gosh, my skin looks so good. Okay, next up is the concealer. It's in the standard NARS packaging, and I have it in the shade Caramel. Don't mind me, my notes are off to the side. I take notes now when I do reviews because I want you guys to have all of the information. So the concealer is $30 freaking. It's oil free, comes in 32 shades, long wearing, non-drying. It also has skincare in it, so it has vitamins A, C, and E, natural looking coverage, it's blurring, and it smooths uneven textures. Comes in this little pot. I'm not used to concealers that come in a little pot. Okay, I'm gonna use this Jaclyn Hill concealer brush from Morphe. I think this is gonna work. Okay, it's definitely giving me full coverage right now. It is a pot concealer, so I'm sure I don't have to let it dry down. These type of concealers are typically gives you a longer amount of time to blur it out. Y'all, this is good. I'm not a pot concealer type of girl, but wow, this looks really good. And I don't like matte stuff anymore, but this looks good. I think the problem I was having with matte foundations and everything else was that I wasn't prepping my skin correctly. But now, you guys, this looks and it's not like settling into my fine lines. Like, I knew NARS was good, right? But this, wow, I just look airbrushed and perfect. Speechless. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with some Mercier setting powder. Next time I do want to try blending everything out, well, the concealer, with my Juno Sponge, just because I feel like it could use some of the moisture, but it looks good as it is right now. Holding up this mirror close to my face to set the rest of my face, this isn't really like a heavy set. I like to use the Mcgrath under eye blurring powder in deep. It is an eye powder, but I just love how it lightly sets my face, and it applies a little bit of color and gives me that blurring effect. And I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer from the Mented. This is Vacay. I think I might need a darker shade in this bronzer. It's not really deep like the bronzers that I typically use, but it does give me warmth. This is what my skin is looking like, set with powder and a little bit of bronzer. It is definitely more on the dry side, but I look flawless. I feel like I look like a freaking baby doll. It just looks so good. I'm using the Morphe Luminous Spray just to even everything out. I feel like this spray will definitely bring my skin back to life because of the luminous properties in there. So yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back. My makeup is done. Here's an up close look of what it's looking like now that everything is on top. If you guys want to know what I used the Natasha Denona bronze palette. Let me just show you inside because outside is so dirty. I used this palette on my eyes. This is the Natasha Denona bronze palette. And I also recently picked up the Glam palette, which is like a totally different type of color story. Still not sure about this one. It's so cool. I'm not used to that. And I used Victress by Propa Beauty, and I used one of the Maybelline lip glosses in Topaz. Isn't this pretty? I love the packaging. My crazy butt with my obsession of like lip products. I bought every shade that's in this collection. It is now 2:56. I'm gonna try to give it a few hours of wear time. I have a nail appointment today. I have a few things to get done today, so I'm just gonna leave it on while I go about my day. I will be wearing a face mask today, so I guess we'll see how this foundation holds up under a mask. Oh, they did say it was transfer proof, right? So let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna use like a black tank top. I'm not seeing nothing. Nothing. That's new for me. Yo, this foundation is good. Well, so far. So it's 2:58 now. I'm gonna give it a few hours of wear time before I come back to you guys. I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, I am back. It is now 10:37. Does my face look like I've been wearing makeup for like 9 hours? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It's been raining in Miami, so like I've been rained on. I've worn a mask for like an hour today to get my nails done, and I know one of the claims was that it doesn't transfer, but that is a lie. That is a lie. I feel like Carly Red when she was like, it was all a lie. But yeah, it did transfer after a while. Even though it did transfer, like it didn't take off a lot of my makeup. It still looks pretty good. Like it looks really good, and that's one thing I could say about this foundation after giving it this little wear test, that it wears really well. Like look at my face. I'm not sure how it looks to you guys. I always say that, but it definitely doesn't have that oily look. The only places I see oil is around my eyebrows, and that's probably a place that I didn't really get that much foundation. If I had, well, I know Corona right now, but if I had to go to work and do like a full shift, like this would be the foundation for me because it looks so good after all this time. This is definitely one of the best foundations I've ever tried. There's this NARS, my Dose of Colors foundation, and I really love the Pat McGrath foundation. Like those are my top 3 at the moment. Let me look at the claims again. It said it was full coverage and buildable, natural looking. It does look natural. It's not giving me that dry cake face look, even though it's almost full. I don't think it changed color from the moment I put it on till now. Comfortable 16-hour wear. Okay, even though I didn't make it to 16 hours, I did wear it for a very long time, and it is comfortable. It kind of feels like I have on a moisturizer. It's not heavy at all. Another claim is that it balances oil control. It does that. Like my nose and my forehead, hot mess express usually, and it's not giving me that. Transfer proof. I could say that it does transfer. Maybe early on while wearing it didn't transfer, but now that I've had it on for a while and I do have oily combo skin, it did break down a little bit and it did start to transfer on things. And shine proof, I'll give it that. So yeah guys, I hope this video was helpful. I actually really enjoyed trying out this foundation today. Oh, and the concealer, it looks good too. I totally forgot I tried out a new concealer. It looks good. NARS, y'all did that. Y'all did that. But yeah, that concludes today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.